bringing that back, I found out where I got it, Princess Auto. And I don't have the receipt, but I have the box over there, my toolbox. So it just so happens I kept the box for some reason. There's the new one. Seems to work both ways. I think this is the inside. There's no arrows on it anywhere. But maybe it doesn't matter. Anyways, the problem, it should run after this. So I'm going to cut that hose to the right length that I want. It's way too long right now. I'm not going to change that one down there. I'm just going to leave that on. It's easy to get to if someday I need to change it. So that's very frustrating. This thing would have been running months ago if I'd have known that was the problem, but I didn't feel like working on it out in the cold, so I kind of gave up on it for a bit. Can you blame me? So yeah, we'll run we'll get all that together and then I'll show you how it works, and if it works, it should work. So okay, I made it about 4 inches longer. I'm going to smear a little grease on these bolts because if I ever need to take those off, they're going to rust. And I'm going to tie wrap it. That's the exhaust pipe right there, so that's why it's got to be tie wrapped up there and maybe over here. So let's just give it a shot though. I think we may have it fixed right now. I'm just gonna throw a couple of cushions. Oh jeez, where's that smoke coming from? Maybe some gas dripped on that pipe, I think. Yeah, probably when I poured it into that dish. I poured a little gas in here. It's pure gas. There's no water in there, so. Okay. I'll throw a couple of cushions on here. I'm not going to put the bench seat back on yet because I want to pressure wash this. And we'll go for a test drive. I'm going to move a few things and we'll back it out of here. Yeah, keep it off that exhaust pipe. We'll get a tie wrap. Put that back on there. Cut that one off. It was up here, so I want to put it right here now. Yeah, I'll get two. One over here. Bring that around there. You know, I should have left. I'm going to push this. Yeah, I'm going to push this over. That should be protecting it right here. Yeah, we don't need it here because it won't fit in this groove where it's supposed to go. There we go. Okay, a couple of tie wraps. Put maybe 3. Put one here and one here. Yeah. 1, 2, 3 at least, and then that should hold it. Then we'll clean everything off. I've had the battery charger on it for about an hour now. Seems to be charged up enough to go for a test drive, and not going to be comfortable sitting on this, but I think a couple of cushions it'll be fine. Or maybe I can put the bench seat, one of those seats right on top of a cushion or something. And get this out of here. This thing's, every shop should have one of these little auxiliary gas fuel tanks because I've used this for a couple of things and it comes in really, really handy. It leaks right here, so I need to fix it. I need to pull that valve apart. There's probably some O-rings need to be changed or something, if it even comes apart. Anyway, we'll put this aside. We're gonna wash that bench too. Yeah, get all my tools cleaned off here and lower the box, go for a drive. Okay, well, we're gonna sit on that. Try and get out of here. Got a little maneuvering to do. Oh yeah, we're gonna drop this down first. the 2 bench seats. 2 seats are back there. This I want to put away during our test drive. Okay. It's going to be weird. Way down low. We're going to go in reverse. Let's turn off the flashlight. I forgot to undo these wires. They unplugged by themselves. The battery charger wires. Oh, where battery is low. Come on. We may not be able to do this because the battery's dead. Okay, I'll hook the battery charger back up. But anyway, you get the idea. It's running again. So I think we're going to have not too many problems. There's an on. I think this is for the ransom. We're going to do an oil change. I was looking for this job for like a week now. Spring and summer. There's no such thing as all season chain oil. There's either summer or winter or medium. Okay. Yeah, I'll just plug that back in. Here it is. What's it say? I think both batteries are low because like I said, I use this battery on the dump trailer. It's not really big enough for that, but I had the booster cables hooked to the truck while I was doing that, so I dumped I think 5 loads, so it must have run down a little bit. Yeah, it's down a little bit at 13.3. Yeah, we'll give it a half an hour. It's already at 14. We'll have a beer. I think we've got this thing fixed though. We're gonna blast this with the pressure washer, and I might paint the floor. I've always wanted to paint the floor. Maybe I'll even unbolt it and take it right out of there. It's just a couple of bolts along the front. Yeah. If it's not too hard, I might do that. Give it a quick wire brush or wire wheel and roll some paint on everything. Pedals too. Anyway, it's a great little machine. They still make this kind of model. It's got a different front end. It's very different actually. I think it might have front brakes. This one has no front brakes. Rear mechanical brakes only. So if you're coming down, this is great on level ground, but if you're coming down a big hill with 1,000 pounds of topsoil in the back or something, you're gonna have a hard time stopping this. So I can see how they've probably upgraded things like the brakes, front and rear, and other things too. I think they put a handbrake. There's no longer this kind of brake here just drives you crazy. You got to roll your foot ahead on this little doohickey thing. So that's your brake on, and then when you want to go again, you push this, and it takes the brake off. So I think the handbrake is much safer. And you get some little kid gets on this thing and pushes one of those pedals, the thing just takes off. It's like a loaded gun. But it says all over it, no kids. But you know, that's the last thing. See? No little kids on that one right there. No little people. But that doesn't happen. You know, little kids are just naturally attracted to one of these machines, and the first thing a little boy is going to do, a little 5 or 6 or 8-year-old boy is going to push those pedals. And as long as this key is on, this is a loaded gun. If you take this and turn it off, see? Turn it off and take the key out even, you're okay. But when it's in drive, it doesn't beep, so you don't know it's even on. So I get it. Anyway, I've never really had that many big problems with this. Little things. Little annoying things. I changed the secondary clutch. I think it was not last fall, the fall before, I believe. A year and a half ago now. And that was the biggest repair I've ever done on this. So, needs a good cleaning up. But the plastic box, plastic everything up here, there's nothing to paint on this except for that metal floor. So, and it always looks the same. It doesn't look You know? Yeah, I made these little wooden racks for it. Great for firewood and stuff. Because it can haul more than you can put in that box. Okay, so we'll give it an hour. I think that's going to be the end of this video. I think we've got it fixed. Yeah, I think it needs a good hour or two on the charger. I think the whole time I was gone to get that filter, that ground popped off. I had it on there like this. And just pops right off like that. So put it like this, it will not pop off. I should have had it like that. Okay, so we'll end the video. It's a great little machine. I love this thing. I think I go through 2 tanks of fuel a year. It takes about 6 gallons, that tank, maybe 7. It's a pretty big tank. Change the oil once a year, grease it a couple of times. And I bought new tires for the back. I took the back tires. There wasn't really all that much wrong with them, except for they did leak a little bit. So I put tubes in them and I put them on the front because the front tires are finished. And I found that the back tires never had enough traction, so I got these kind of turf wrecker tires. That made a huge difference. I could actually drive around and not get stuck so much. I mean, these things are great for a golf course. You're driving up on tees and greens and stuff. Yes, but and not doing that here. So I got those very aggressive. And these tires are not cheap either. They're like, I think they're close to $300 each. So $600 for 2 back tires, which is ridiculous. That's what a car or truck tire costs. Expensive car or truck tire. Why are these off-road vehicles tires marked up so much? I don't know. That's why I put these rear ones on the front. I said if I get 2 or 3 or 5 years out of these, that's going to be great. So I don't really plan on ever changing them. Although this one's got a good bulge in it right there. I don't think it's overinflated right now. Yeah, maybe I'll have to buy some front ones. So that's the end of the video. Thanks for watching. It's 12 minutes, me rambling, but we got it done. We got it running again.